You're watching Reality Check. Ever since the BJP-run government in Karnataka started talking up, bringing in an anti-conversion law, there has been a rising wave of attacks against Karnataka's Christians. At least 7 attacks at last count since early September, from burning religious books belonging to the Christian community to barging inside churches and attacking its members. Now, despite this dangerous social cost and vehement objections by Christians, the Karnataka government is pushing ahead, justifying it on grounds that illegal conversions are on the rise in Karnataka. But every attempt made by us to ask the BJP for hard evidence to back the claims of large-scale illegal conversion has been met by responses like this from a Karnataka BJP leader.
Do you all have the data in hand to suggest that there is illegal conversion?
Data is not necessary because it's evident, it's very clearly seen. One is, without conversion from 0.5% it can't grow to 3%.
Can you prove those were illegal conversions? Can you prove that?
No, all conversions as far as we are concerned are illegal.
Okay, all conversions now are illegal and data is not necessarily required. But also when we asked Mr. Vamanacharya where he got figures for his claim that the Christian population has increased from 0.5%, big jump to 3%, he claimed it was from the 2011 census, which is the last available census. While in fact, the 2011 census shows you this on the screen. Karnataka's Christian population has actually dropped from 1.87% down to 1.91% between 2001 and 2011. Now, another BJP spokesperson that my colleague Srija spoke to was equally vague when asked for evidence.
Is there a data to suggest that yes, conversion is happening?
No, the government has ordered a survey of the number of churches which are registered and unregistered, illegal churches, because many of the houses have been converted into prayer halls where the peoples are lured into and fear is brought into their mind, and all such things are happening.
All right, I spoke earlier to Dr. Ashwath Narayan. He's the current Minister of Science and Technology in the government of Karnataka. He's been also former Deputy Chief Minister. And I began by asking the same question, Mr. Narayan, that when you go ahead and bring a bill, obviously there has to be some hard data and evidence to actually back it up. What exactly is that data and evidence that you have to suggest large-scale illegal conversion in Karnataka?
See, many incidents, recently even in our house, floor of the house, one of our members' mother itself, she was converted, in a senior age lady, she was converted. So this was something, really, entire family was into some kind of crisis, and it created a lot of, problem among the family members, taking one faith in a different way and unnecessarily creating a lot of problems in family without a right understanding, implication, problems. And without even the family being, intimated, understood, there was not even any intimation or communication among the family. The senior lady was taken and she was converted like this, man, lakhs together. Let's see, you can see how the numbers, it is not.
Yeah, no, but sir, those are anecdotal instances of which there may be several, but where is the large-scale data, where is the hard evidence to actually justify the bill?
One side is, Srinivas, one side is the data. One side is the data. Data definitely, without the data and without the challenges, your entire world knows how the conversion is been happening. Everybody is aware of it. That is very clear.
Okay.
That is really, not in good taste, people taking advantage of their poverty, not by understanding a religion, not understanding a faith, not understanding the good things. It is only just, incentives, inducements, paying money, taking advantage, taking their advantage of their, poverty, their situation, how the money was flowing, from where the money was coming, how it was misused. Everybody is aware of it.
Okay, but what about the attacks? Because as you ramp up this rhetoric, again, there's no clear evidence that you've produced of illegal conversion. The number of attacks on Christians on this premise of illegal conversion is on the rise.
No, this is totally baseless allegation. We are the most peaceful in the state of Karnataka. There is no question of attacking any churches, any Christian. They are all part and parcel of our society. They are our brothers and sisters. We love them, we respect them, and we care for them. This is completely.
These attacks are in the public domain. There are clear attacks by Sangh Parivar groups on Christians.
No. See, it is now, you can't give a religion term to that. It is not based on any religion term. It can be individual to individual. You can't take that, pretext. In the society, is there any society without any violence, without any problems? You tell me. See, in our society, if you look at over the time, past many years, if you compare with any statistics, any numbers, there is no question of, this kind of, victimization, targeting based on religion. It is not based on.
But sir, when you say no question of religion, you've got Bajrang Dal entering Christian churches, singing bhajans, saying forcible conversion. How is that not a religious attack?
No chance. No chance. No chance. No.
No meaning.
No, sir.
Okay.
No chance. No.
But sir, there are videos.
Nothing like that.
But there are multiple videos. We're playing them on air.
See, it might be fabricated. See, we see some people that are there to fabricate on their own, to create this kind of perception, this kind of campaign. See, it can be created by anybody. Overall, in our society, we are also part of the society. We live with every faith and every people. We respect them. There is no question of this kind of instigation or attacking any Christian, any churches. There is no question of that. There is nothing like that has happened. This is something trying to create this kind of campaign. Some of the people with vested interest, they are trying to do this. What we are trying to do here, are we trying to stop anybody? We are not trying to stop anybody. We are only trying to bring in a system process.
Right.
This is only a system process. More so, already the bill is not been placed. It is only a thought. It's going on in the government to work in this direction, to regulate.
Okay. All right. So you're saying it's still not been placed. You're still thinking of regulating it, but astonishing that you say that there is nothing like these attacks. All right. Before we go to panel, let me first go across to Most Reverend Dr. Peter Machado, who's the Archbishop of Bangalore. Good to have you back on the show. Reverend Machado, since we last spoke now, you've been seeing that we've been trying to not just pin accountability for these attacks, but the fact is that we're also trying to get the government to give us data, give us the evidence. On what grounds are you claiming there's large-scale illegal conversion to justify this bill? But as you can see, we're not getting a clear answer.
Yeah, Mr. Srinivas, I just heard Mr. Ashwath Ryan, and he's a good friend of ours. But I'm surprised that if he had closed one eye, I would have said okay. But he's closing both the eyes and says there have been no incidents of violence at all. The PUCL, which is a respected body, has collected physical data, and there have been about 39 attacks that have been recorded. You mean what is recorded and not recorded? There are so many others which are not recorded. And this kind of hate crimes have been going on. And surprisingly that the government has not even made a statement, or even one of these leaders have not made a statement to say that at least don't attack the Christians. There are other ways of, are you speaking of conversion or forced conversion? Are we not allowed, is conversion a crime at all in India? I can understand forced conversion, but you give a proof, and surely there are laws in the country that can control if it is force or allurements. But to make this kind of, bland statements that there have been no violence at all and conversions are being done forcefully, I think it's very much hurting us as Christians. We are respectable persons. We are peace-loving. We have got so many institutions and other places where absolutely there is not a single conversion that takes place.
Now, I know that you've been in talks with the government. You've been trying to tell them to think about rolling back on this bill, not pushing ahead. What is the response that you've got so far?
I have made my appeals to the government, and unfortunately, the government at the base level says, no, don't worry, Christians will not affect, etc. And the Chief Minister even said on one or two occasions, why worry? The bill is not even contemplated. It's not even discussed by the cabinet and nothing. On the other hand, he says he's going to go ahead with all force because there is so much of conversion, and conversion is a big crime in India. It is, it's something that is hurting us very much. We have tried to convince the government. We are going ahead with a fast also. We have prayed for the government. And more than anything else, I think the government itself has to evaluate and examine its conscience that what it's doing is good or not. We are a small minority. As you have said, if all these big people were to say that there is conversion, you show us the numbers. At least for our sake, increase the numbers. We'll be happy that we are so many in India. You show year after year that we are less and less, and still you say the conversions are going on. I can't understand.
Okay, but the attacks still are going on, right? I mean,
Yes, just yesterday or day before yesterday, there was this burning of the Bible in Kolar. Before that, in Belgaum, where the session is going on itself, a priest was attacked.
Yeah.
And not from September, from November to today, almost 9 incidents have been recorded. 9 records have been recorded. And we are sorry also that I don't say the police are complicit with this, but that the police also don't take action.
Right.
And it's most of the times, or rather all the times, the ones who are attacked are victimized. The ones who attack are protected and let free.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hope the Karnataka government sees better sense, but at the moment it seems that they do seem to be going ahead. Though at the end of the day, we did see Ashwath Narayan say that it's still a thought process. So let's see how it plays out. Thank you very much indeed, Reverend Machado, for joining us. We have with us Dr. Vaman Acharya, Senior Spokesperson, BJP Karnataka is with us, and Maitri Krishnan, lawyer. She was amongst those who was actually out in Bangalore today protesting against this proposed law and the attacks on Christians. Dr. Vaman Acharya, extraordinary situation here where from the BJP and the Karnataka government, there is no data that you're giving us, and now even claiming there's no violence.
Srinivasan, again and again, this is third time I am appearing with you.
Yes.
You have been telling that there is no evidence.
Yes,
I have
no data,
quoted
no
even
evidence.
in the morning, yesterday evening, that in 1951 census, the total population of Christians was 0.08, to be very precise. In 1911, it was officially 1.9, but unofficially it is more than 3. So, just because you have a TV, you can't go on shouting and telling people that there is no evidence. There is evidence.
Sir,
Karnataka
you're saying
is
unofficial.
well aware, the
No,
government
hold
is
on, sir.
planning as per its
Sir.
evidence.
How
It
can
is
you
doing
cite
with evidence?
unofficial?
And we are not against Christians.
No, sir, one
we
second.
are against the conversions.
You just said.
We love Christians.
No, one
Their
second, sir.
contribution
You
to
just
my
said.
society has been
You said
great,
unofficial.
Even before independence. And
Dr.
even
Vaman
today.
Acharya.
We like Christians.
Dr. Vaman Acharya, you can go on speaking. You can go on speaking, but that doesn't necessarily amount to anything.
Blackmail the issue.
Okay.
You are dragging the whole
Dr.
issue
Vaman
away.
Acharya.
Last time also you made me to shut up practically. You did not allow me to speak.
No, I'm saying,
Now
I'm not asking you to shut up. I'm just trying to point out to you.
This purposely.
Okay.
TV is here to take our opinion, not to give your opinion.
Okay.
You are giving
I am giving facts,
truncated,
not opinion.
Blackmailing statements, which is not correct.
Okay, so what I wanted to say is that you are saying, you are quoting census figures. Census actually shows you, and I told you this last time, let's put up that graphic on the screen. The Christian population in Karnataka has declined. No, now I'll have to lower mics because now you're interrupting me. No, sir, this is not fair. Okay, we'll have to lower. Can we lower mics, please? Right. Okay, this is what the census figures are showing. Christian population has dropped between 2001 and 2011 from 1.91% down to 1.87%, Dr. Vamanacharya. The Christian population has fallen, and yet you keep saying it's gone up, and you say unofficial figures. How can a government go by unofficial figures? You are the government.
Educated community in India, because they are highly educated, they have less children. Same is the case with highly educated Hindus also. So the population of Hindus, educated Hindus also has come down. You know, the population of Karnataka has come down compared to
So you're
Uttar
accepting
Pradesh,
that the Christian
Madhya Pradesh
population
and
has come
Bihar.
down?
So don't show such statistics and fool the people.
What?
This is happening, but question is about conversion. Question is about conversion. Conversions
This is-
are happening. Every day they are happening.
This is now okay. I'm not even sure what to say. But moving on to Maitri
You
Krishnan.
don't have any point to say against me. I have a point. Government has a lot of data.
Okay.
Government is going
All
ahead.
right. Okay,
with
so
this
government
bill.
has a lot of data, is not able to produce any of it. But Maitri
I have
Krishnan.
produced. I have told
Okay,
you
you produced.
1951. It was
All right, Maitri Krishnan.
0.08.
Yes.
Now it is, as you say, it is about 2.3 or 2.
Okay, Maitri Krishnan, I have to come to you. Dr. Vamanacharya, I'll come back to you. Listening to the Karnataka government, it seems utterly unclear what is going on. There is no clear data that is presented, and the ex-deputy chief minister is denying these violent attacks. Is there any sense you're getting based on the response from the Christian community? You were out in protest, that there's some rethink on all of this, or not really?
See, insofar as the violent attacks that have been taking place against Christians, we have the People's Union for Civil Liberties has in fact brought out a report which records 39 incidents of hate crimes against Christians that have taken place between January and November this year. This does not include two incidents, one that took place on Saturday. This is something that the Archbishop was also mentioning, where they have gone, where right-wing elements have gone. They have gone and they have attacked persons who are speaking. They have taken the books, they have taken the religious books, they have taken the Bible, and they have burnt it. This is all on video. This is something that they are proudly showing. So the attacks against Christians is well documented. What one is also seeing is that the state is in many ways complicit with the violence that is taking place.
Okay.
In these incidents that have taken place, the police, which ought to have registered FIRs against the people who are perpetuating such crimes,
Right.
has failed to do that. Instead, going about and actually harassing and arresting those who are the believers of this faith. So we're
Okay,
seeing
that-
a very clear attack.
Okay, Dr. Vamanacharya, you said earlier that we are not against Christians. How would you then justify the fact that Karnataka has seen multiple attacks on Christians, burning their books, going into their churches, beating them up, singing bhajans inside churches? How is this not
Yes.
being against Christians?
Yes, I have a point. I have said again and again that we love Christians. Christian people are a good community. We are against illegal
But the
conversions.
but the violence-
Wherever conversions are going on,
The
wherever
violence-
Bibles are distributed unnecessarily
So-
to convert
so
the
the
people,
violence is-
we have opposed.
But you're
All these
justifying the
attacks,
violence.
so-called attacks, false attacks, bogus attacks, highlighted by media, are only to show that we are against them. We are not. We are protesting against conversions
No,
which are illegal.
when you say bogus attacks, what do you mean? These are attacks that have been filmed on camera. Police have made police have made arrests. Cases have been registered.
in police station.
Sorry?
How many have been registered in police station? As I am telling you, wherever there are conversions in small houses, in churches, in some far-off areas, we have protested against that.
There are
There are in fact
Protesting
FIRs.
is not violence. We have protested.
There
Yes,
are
we have
at
burnt
least 7 cases
the
which have been
Bible
registered
also,
that I know
because
of.
There are in
it's
fact
in the
FIRs that are
anger
registered by the
that you are
police.
still converting. We have done this.
Once again, you asked how many cases have been registered. I know the information we have is at least 6 to 7 FIRs. Maitri Krishnan, would you have
Yes, there have been FIRs that have been registered, and there have been almost 11 FIRs that have been registered against people who have gone and disrupted various Hindutva groups that have actually gone and done this. 11 that we are aware of.
This is against conversion points where they were doing conversion, where there was
But
This is
no,
against
just-
the organizations that
information
went and
conversions of
disrupted.
poor and illegal conversions.
No,
were
she's saying
on.
these are against the Hindutva outfits.
Yes.
These are against the people who are committing the violence. The FIRs are against them. Some of them have been arrested also. Dr.
And they've all been on
Vamanacharya.
video.
Yeah,
They're on
I'm
video.
telling
There are
you,
people who are
wherever
openly saying
conversions
so.
were happening,
Are you
people
in
have gone
deni-
and opposed. It is local groups who have opposed. People
So-
from Bangalore.
so you are
from Bangalore
justifying
have
the
not gone
violence.
and opposed.
No,
Local
Dr.
people where you are
Vamanacharya,
disturbing the local,
from saying that you love Christians, you are now
peace-loving
justifying
societies,
violence against
You are
Christians.
disturbing, so local people have opposed. There is nothing wrong.
Disturbance is
When
walking
you are
according
doing
to
it
them. Praying is disturbance. That is what they term as disturbance. Praying.
It is our
Believing
right
in a
to
faith
oppose
is
it.
disturbance according to them.
So,
you
in
continue
your
to
view,
oppose.
okay, Dr. Vamanacharya, you're saying it's right to oppose it. There's nothing wrong. In your view, burning books of Christians, beating them up, entering their church, and breaking things down is fine with
If
you.
you are doing conversions,
You know-
if you are doing conversions,
You know who else is doing that? Which other countries attacks its minorities?
you are doing
And burns
conversion
religious
which is
books.
worse than these attacks. You
Unbelievable.
are killing our culture. You are killing
Okay,
our
Dr.
history.
Vamanacharya,
You are killing
really,
our
I
peace
think
of
today,
So it is very
I don't
clear
know
that
what
what
is.
is against is any form of
What is-
conversion.
what is
They're not even saying forced
We are
conversion.
only against conversion.
Yes.
We
No,
are
no.
This is
not
what he
against
says. They are against
Christianity.
conversion.
Yes,
This
We
is
love
Dr.
a-
Christians all
That's
over the
right.
world.
This
Dr.
is a
Vaman-
right that has been recognized by the Supreme Court.
Dr. Vamanacharya is now not even saying forced conversion, he's saying all conversion is illegal, which is an astonishing argument. It's the law has said there's
Most
nothing,
of the
I mean,
conversions
as long
that
as
are
it's not
happening in
forced.
India are forced conversions.
No, in fact, this is a very integral part of the right to life. This is something that the Supreme Court has categorically held. And this is where their argument lies. They're against conversions. They're not against forced conversion because there is no forced conversion.
Yeah.
Conceptually, there is nothing like forced conversion. He has
Astonishing.
reiterated it time and again. They're against conversion. This is something that Dr. Ambedkar spoke about. Dr. Ambedkar converted, as one can recall. He spoke about conversion. He spoke about
Well, I
don't convert
shudder to
yourself.
think,
Himself,
I shudder to
Ambedkar
think what
himself
would have
was
happened if
against
Dr.
any
Ambedkar
conversions.
and his
He
followers
was
were going to
against
attempt
all
mass
conversions,
conversion
including illegal conversion.
to Buddhism
He
as they did
not
all
opt
those
for
years ago.
Christianity.
What
He opted
would
for
have happened to them if they tried it today? Anyway, we're out of time. Thank you all so much for joining us and for watching the show. Good night.